Hello, everybody. Hey, before we get started, I got to give all thanks to God. And welcome to the Daily Chatter. This is Crystal. I'm Eric. And do you want to tell them about your crochet channel?
What about it? Oh, if you
This isn't
belong to my other channel, this isn't it. We don't talk about yarn and crochet here. This is a different channel.
I'm all tangled up in knots about it, too.
He is. He's
think-
heartbroken.
I don't think anybody wants to hear about your hookups or anything you're hooked on. Or how you play hooky all the time.
Anyways, I'll put a link to that channel below. It's easy to get the two confused. YouTube, they do that stuff.
You always got to tighten attention, don't you? Keep it serious. Keep us on track.
I'm a serious person.
She is.
I crochet for a living. What's more serious than that?
I know. I can't think of anything.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know about staying up all night trying to finish a crochet project. You wouldn't know anything about that. Trying to get it out.
True.
Before, because people are expecting it from you. You wouldn't know that kind of pressure.
Is this from a movie?
No.
Are you serious? Sounds like a line from a movie.
Well, maybe I should be a director then, or a producer, or whoever writes the
I
movies.
thought you were literally just going into like some movie role.
No.
You were being serious? I wouldn't know that true, but...
I was being serious. You wouldn't?
I thought you were being as serious about that as you were about crochet being serious.
Crochet is serious business, man.
I mean,
I
like...
take it seriously.
I thought you meant like, like being a CIA agent or something like that. Serious, like...
It is serious.
Really? Adventurous, I guess.
Here we don't talk about yarn and crochet, but we always end up talking about it. Speaking of the CIA, I just want to mention...
You know something about the CIA?
So sick.
What?
CIA, FBI, whatever. I am so sick. I don't know about you guys. Of seeing Diddy in my news feed. Everywhere. Facebook. There he is.
I don't like the news.
YouTube. There he is. What the heck, man? All right. Diddy did
Just
some...
don't look at it.
I mean, he did some bad stuff. I know. It's horrible.
Just don't look at it.
It's horrible.
Turn away.
It's just there all the time. Make it out of my news feed.
Don't read the news.
The dude is where he's supposed to be, according to. I mean, if he's did those things those charges. Oh yeah, man, he's where he's supposed to be.
What better time to turn off the news?
But I mean, I do believe in innocent until proven guilty. So I mean, he does deserve a fair trial. Until then, we shall see.
Just turn off the news and open up one of those books.
It's not. I'm just trying to read, like, on Facebook. I don't really like Facebook at all. And I only have it because I have a crochet channel.
Fake book. I mean, yeah.
I only have 4 friends, and I know none of them are my family members. They're my moderators on Facebook. And I only use it to read my local news and my community, stuff that's going on in my community,
What's that?
Stuff around.
Community?
Stuff around that's in my area.
Is that what it looks like on Facebook now? I haven't been on Facebook in like 2 years.
Stuff that's going on in my area. And then for some reason I'm clogged up with Diddy crap,
In
man.
the area code?
Diddy.
Well, you probably clicked on it one time and then the algorithm was like, oh, she's interested.
Diddy did what he did or he didn't do what he did. I don't know. But I'm sick of seeing it. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you guys don't have the same problem I do. But that's all I'm seeing. And frankly,
that's because you clicked on it.
YouTube needs to quit. All right, I read one article. One article makes it like every article now. I'm sick of it.
You probably glanced at another article and it saw you. And then it recommended it.
It's like Samsung.
How do they know everything?
So so I have this TV back here I had mentioned before. That's TV. It's Samsung. And it's it's got AI technology. But anyways, so, I got an app for it, right? And,
You mean there's an app for that?
There's an app for that. It's like a Samsung Smart app or whatever. And so I just get messages from Samsung. Okay, so we hooked up the washer and dryer or whatever, you know, and it attaches to the app, right? I mentioned that I bought a new oven because the door was broken out of ours. Double oven. It's been set in the wall. And Samsung, I just get these messages from all of a sudden.
From him?
From Samsung himself. Yeah. Are you gonna be hooking up your new whatever blah 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 double oven soon? Don't forget to hook it up to your app. I'm like, it's in the box still.
I think it's your oven.
It's creepy.
Yeah, it's crying out from the box. It's like, I must become sentient.
I mean, I know they
I must
know.
connect to the network.
I know they know I bought it, but it's still creepy because it's just well, it ain't. It's hooked up now, but this was before. It's just sitting in a box, and I get a message from Samsung saying, "You gonna hook up that oven or what? Don't forget to hook it up to this app." It's not even hooked up to the app yet, but Samsung's bugging me, telling me to hook up my oven and hook it up to the app so we can watch you and see what you cook. I know they're doing that, but I still
let you know what's in your fridge.
I know they're doing it, but I still buy their products. I love Samsung. It's my favorite company. Everything that I could possibly get Samsung is Samsung. I'm not an Apple fan.
I'm not really.
You got MacBook right there.
I'm not really an Apple fan either.
You got MacBook right there.
I'm just not a fan of it, really.
Whatever. Don't you have an app?
Pretty limited.
What is it? Apple Pad? What's it called?
An iPad.
Yeah, iPad.
Evelyn uses it.
But you wanted it. You got it.
Yeah, I did use it.
Why would you choose that
for
over
3D scanning
a
and stuff
Samsung?
like that? But I don't know. It was really cool at the time. But
I remember back in the day when I was little, Samsung was a generic brand. Do you guys remember that? At Walmart, Samsung was the cheap brand.
Yeah, like Sanyo and.
Now all of a sudden, Samsung's top dog. Well,
even Sanyo and stuff is our good brands now.
Sanyo.
What was the other ones back in the day? Oh, we had like Panasonic.
I don't remember.
RCA.
RCA, yeah.
What else? Oh yeah, like Onkyo. But those were like home stereo systems, you know.
I don't know. Pioneer.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember that one. You're older than me, though.
Yeah.
You are. You're 9 months older. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, Pioneer was out.
You're showing your age.
9 months before we were.
You're showing your age, Eric.
Oh yeah.
9 months.
Well, Walmart used to sell Pioneer. They sold Pioneer subwoofers, and they were actually really good. My friend and I, we hooked him up in his Chevy Beretta, and we were winning like car audio competitions and stuff around our area. I'm surprised you didn't hear about it, since you like to keep up with what's going on around the area.
I didn't 40 years ago.
You did too.
Old man.
Old man. Well, not everybody can
There
stay
was no
29.
internet even then back then.
I know, but word of mouth, through the grapevine.
I wasn't interested.
I didn't need internet.
I wasn't interested in you. I didn't even know you when we were little kids. You were 30 minutes away in another town, going to a different school.
Oh man, and you didn't know who I was. You should have. 30 minutes away. That's not that far.
You should have known who I was.
For true love.
And I mean, in reality, you would have known me before I would have known you.
Really? Actually, when she first met me, I was riding my bike down the street, and I rode away, and she was like, "Punk."
It's true.
Yep.
No, I'm like, I think he's one of those bad boys. My daddy warned me about. I'll go see what he wants.
He was riding a Mongoose bicycle.
You're such a nerd.
Vintage.
You're such a nerd. You're such a nerd. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, we could throw that clip in there of George being a nerd too.
Oh, Eric's gonna. If I remember, I'll try to remember. You know, I do have a very bad memory. Eric's got a cute clip of George saying, well, it's his way of saying, I love you. Man, George got in trouble last night. So did Edith, Francine, and Freddie.
Not by me.
Not Doug, not Clark. Those four. They thought they would get little wild hairs and try to take on Steve. They didn't know Mama was in the room. Didn't work out for him.
Mom
did not
dove in between
work
them and
out.
Steve.
I did. Did not work out for them. They got in trouble. They all had to go outside. Even Doug, and he wasn't even doing anything. I felt bad.
Doug was standing by the door just going, woo, woo,
He was trying to get
He was telling whoever
everybody
was
else
listening.
up to help me, but
To help Steve.
Steve's fine. It didn't hurt Steve, but
Yeah.
because I'm like, no, this isn't happening. I got right in there. It was the 3 doodles, man. Not Doug, but the 3 half doodles or whatever.
3
Freddie, Franny, and Edie. And George instigating it all. He's just barking, like going. He's like the one going, get him, guys, get him on the sideline, you know. And I threw them 3 out, threw Doug out, but I realized he wasn't doing anything, so I put them back in. And then George, can't throw him out because then them 3 attack George. They don't really attack him, but
They're too big when they play with him.
they're rough with him.
Yeah.
But he came in here, and I'm like, you're in trouble. You know what you did was wrong. You're in trouble. And he knew he was in trouble. He'll hang his head down.
You're ruthless. Till he hangs his head
He
down.
does. Oh my god.
And then he goes and lays on his bed and he's like, Mom,
He was coming up to me, after a while. He come to me and go on my leg, and I'd be like, "Get away, no." And he walk away real slow.
Do that.
I told him later I loved him and it was okay, but
Yeah,
he
I'm
better
sure
stop
he just
that.
forgot it all. The hand in the face.
Stop. One time I had a shawl that I had crocheted laying out on my blocking boards, right, overnight. And what did I wake up to in the morning? George was on my shawl digging at it like this. And I got up real fast out of the dead sleep. I go, oh my gosh, George, what are you doing? I wasn't
Awake.
I was half asleep, but I just goes, oh my gosh, George, what are you doing? Get off. And I picked him up and I started looking at my shawl, and that was about it. But he could sense that I was upset. That whole day he hung his head down. I kept telling him it was okay. It's all right. He didn't do anything, but he just kept hanging his head.
He fell.
Looking at me like I'm an animal abuser. I guess that time that Steve got George didn't teach George any lessons, did it?
Nope.
Oh, that was Rob.
That was Rob, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Steve's don't really.
We don't know what happened behind the couch.
I don't. All I know is I heard a scuffle.
And out came George.
Out came George. He wasn't barking anymore, running though. And Rob walking
Slowly
really
walked
fast.
out. Oh,
He
when
did his
first
fast
came
walk.
out- Oh, I thought he was chasing. He came out chasing him?
He came out behind the couch, not chasing him. He was doing a fast
Just the
walk
Michael
like
My- the
Mike
Michael
Myers. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I wasn't there to witness this.
It was quite funny. I told George many times, leave them cats alone. Dude, don't listen.
I
Whatever.
don't know why he goes down there messing with those cats.
I don't know why the dogs do anything that they do. They ruin my videos all the time. They're barking. You ruin my videos all the time. I had to edit.
I'm just trying to get
his
those
big
guys-
mouth out all the time.
I'm just trying to get those guys to be quiet. I'm walking around here like a little mouse. She even says it too. You sound like a mouse scurrying around here.
I don't mean that in a good way.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
meant
going,
you're like, no, you're so loud. You're getting in this chip bag like this.
That's not me. I don't eat chips.
Whatever your bag you're getting into, you're loud. And
That's the boys.
I mean,
out
don't take that as a compliment that you scurrying around like a mouse.
I wasn't. I wasn't taking that as a compliment.
That's an insult at the
I was
greatest.
just thinking it was a little quieter than what you were describing.
No, you're not quite at
It was
all.
me being real loud, you know.
You are loud. I have plenty of videos that I edited you out of.
Vocally? Vocally, I'm loud, just yelling all the time.
No, not like that.
Just like banging stuff around and stuff.
Yeah, in the morning, I'm trying to sleep. He's loud out there.
And she
That-
walks out and I'm not even home. She doesn't know where the noise comes from.
I was getting real mad today.
Paranormal activity.
No, it's you. Didn't you come in here at like 7 o'clock in the morning?
Today?
Yes.
You were awake.
I was going to sleep.
I hear her in here talking.
I was talking
To who?
George.
I don't know.
I was talking to George.
Excuse me. Talking nonetheless. I'm like, oh, there's Crystal. So I just come in to say good morning, to say hi. Because we sleep in separate rooms. She sleeps in the oven. I sleep in the dungeon.
I have to have it really hot.
I like it cold, the fan blowing right in my
And
face.
all the lights on. He likes it dark.
Completely dark.
No TV. Oh, ain't no way I'm not sleeping with the TV on. Or
But I
lights
don't
on.
like it quiet. I can't sleep when I can hear the clock ticking or any kind of noise like that. But a fan right in my face, perfect. Nice cold room.
I can't have a fan on me either.
Nice blanket. Everything except my face covered up.
Completely opposites.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow guess I still love him.
Somehow.
Somehow, I guess. I don't know how, but it happens some way or another.
Yeah. It festers.
Festers. Ew. That sounds kind of grody.
Does it? It is grody. Grody sounds grody.
Oh,
That's an old word.
We don't have a
Grody.
quote of the day up there.
Put one up. You can't do it.
I can't do what? Work my own TV?
Probably
Probably
not.
can't.
I'm still waiting for you to learn how to work the car.
Shut
How
up.
long have we had that? 5, 6 years now?
I'm sick of you.
What you got going on there?
I don't
A
know.
bunch of quotes? Just random quotes on here?
No. Turn around. You can't see.
Come on, Socrates, put something up.
I am.
Socrates.
I am.
You have one? You know what it is?
I like that one. Quote of the day. Here it is. It's not even come up. Samsung's like, nah. You talking bad about us? What's it say?
Our worst sin is that we have destroyed and betrayed ourselves for nothing.
Our worst sin is that we have destroyed and betrayed ourselves for nothing. To me, that would mean in our mind, we have destroyed our mind and betrayed our hearts. That goes along with suffering in your imagination more than reality. I think you destroy your mind thinking things are what they're not. You betray yourself sometimes to try to please others, which you shouldn't. And in the end, it's all for nothing. It doesn't matter. Nothing does. What's it mean to you?
I think our worst sin is that we betray Christ whenever we sin. And then we can't be our true selves.
No,
because-
what is that? Okay, say it doesn't
okay.
say our worst sin. What do you think about the destroying and betraying yourself for nothing?
Well, we don't really destroy and betray ourselves. We indulge in our desires and our lusts. We overconsume. We're prideful.
Okay,
and
I can see that being
we feed those things on ourselves.
another take on it. You destroy and betray yourself as far as you over consume and I don't know. Well,
You choose self-destructive behavior.
yeah. But in the end, it's all for nothing. That's the bottom line. In the end, no matter what you do, it's all for nothing.
Well, I don't think the same way.
We don't think the same way,
No.
but that's okay.
I think if we, not anybody personally, but myself, I think that if we live for material things and that's what we desire, then to me it's all for nothing, because when we're
George!
gone, that stuff doesn't come with us.
Hey, don't
And-
have
hey, buddy.
Yeah, but you know
And-
what? Like
And someone else inherits it. And it may not be our children. It could be a stranger. Hey, George, you want to go out, buddy?
So, once we're gone, and 3 generations from now, no one's even gonna know who we are anymore. Unless you can be, leave a legacy or be some type of legend like Freddie Mercury. Well, I'm not no legend. I ain't no Freddie Mercury. I give myself one generation, and ain't no one gonna know who I am anymore. But I'm okay with that. Like, that goes in with it's all for nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, that doesn't, people knowing who you are doesn't really matter. It's only if we're right in the eyes of God.
Oh, you're
So
talking about the afterlife.
Yeah, so we walk right from life into life, and there's eternal life. There's no death in
Eternal
that,
life?
Yeah, in the truth.
I won't speak of my religious beliefs on here, but he will. So, what I believe is irrelevant to the situation right now. Does not matter.
Well, it says, I read the Bible all the time and listen to the Bible, so that's what's in my heart and on my mind a lot. So, but it says we lay up our treasures in heaven, not these kind of treasures, material treasures, of understanding, wisdom, truth, those kind of treasures.
I don't want you to think that I'm not gonna tell you whether what religion I am or whether
What?
I'm not gonna be like, hey,
That doesn't matter.
I believe in this or I believe in that. I believe in something, but I don't like to speak of it because I do know there are 4,200 different religions, and I have a lot of people that watch me on my other channel, and I prefer just to not speak of religion, politics, nor money. It's best that way.
Not religion per se, but just understanding, like let's say like the behavior of truth. If we think about that, it describes it as a consuming fire. And then I think about, where does this actually take place, that I can see it. And then I think about somebody being interrogated in like an interrogation room. Then I think about the constant pressure, like a consuming fire that moves forward. And then the heat, they put you in the hot seat, maybe symbolically or metaphorically, but they turn up the heat and make you sweat. And they put a constant pressure on you in order to reveal the truth, whether it's innocence or guilt. That pressure and that heat reveals that. That's the treasure that the interrogator or the investigator is looking for. And I thought, where else does this take place? Well, inside the earth, there's pressure and heat, and it turns coal into diamonds. And I was like, where else? Oh, the sun, 250 billion times the pressure of the earth. Massive amount of heat creates life-giving light. And then even the other stars, they're like the crucibles that create all of the elements that are the building blocks of life. And then there's so many different places. Even a blacksmith, like symbolically, constant pressure, constant heat, and then it reveals something, what he's created, either the truth or maybe a failure. Oh, in our heads, in our skulls, inside our skull, it's 101.3 degrees. So there's heat, and there's intracranial pressure from our cerebrospinal fluid. So there's constant pressure. So I think that in our minds, that environment turns information into thoughts, or the charge or the electrical activity that happens in our minds happens in that environment. It's just interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting for you. You're quite the deep thinker. I am not.
Well, those
As
are just
I've
all kinds of places.
I'm very much surface level. The depths are not for me. I don't go there.
Yeah.
I'm more of a
Surface dweller.
If I can see it and touch it, then it's real.
Well, you can touch like an oyster. You can touch it.
An oyster is just an oyster, babe.
But it gets a grain of sand in it. There's pressure in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the grain of sand irritates the oyster.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an inflammatory process, inflammation,
Mm-hmm.
symbolically or, metaphorically, heat.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns the grain of sand into a pearl.
Yeah.
So, if you think outside the box, there's a lot of different places
I'm
where
thinking I live in a
this
box, I guess. That's me.
in the box.
I'm Bagel Day in the box. That's what I should name my new channel. In the box.
In the box.
Hey,
what's in the box? You
what's
do
in
open
the
a lot of
box,
boxes.
man. We should watch Seven tonight. That's a good flick. Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Fight Club.
Fight Club.
What do you think Brad Pitt's finest movie is? I know I like Brad Pitt a lot, and I think he has many, many great movies. But if I had to pick one, I would choose Fight Club.
Fight Club's your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How about you?
Fight Club is really good, yeah. I don't know. I like World War Z, but he was more like
Too scary.
a different kind of character in that. I kind of liked it just for the different kind of zombies that they had in it and stuff. But
Well, they had that in
the ones in World War Z, when I first saw that, they were a little bit different. They were more
well, what's that one with
stronger and
Will
faster.
Smith?
Oh,
I Am Legend.
Legend.
They had those
Yeah.
zombies, fast zombies. That was the first flick that came out with like non-slow zombies. They made them like
Weren't those like people
crazy
like,
fast.
that lived in the dark and stuff? I can't remember that movie.
No, they had some kind of they were curing some kind of sickness or something.
And then they couldn't go out in the light, right, or something like that.
I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah.
Where was these? I don't like scary stuff like that. I mean, I watched it, but
Yeah, but Fight Club.
it's classic. It's classic.
What was the one with him and Ocean's 11?
I like
That
it.
was
I
alright,
like Ocean's
yeah.
11
It was a
too.
different kind of
It's
movie.
pretty good.
Did Quentin
Um,
Tarantino do that one?
I don't know.
Seemed kind of like his style.
I just know, yeah, I think Fight Club was his finest hour.
What Brad Pitt like quote or line is your favorite?
What's in the box?
That's your favorite one?
I like that, that's his probably most popular.
What
but
about what we own ends up owning?
I do like that one.
Is that what
We
you said?
buy crap that we don't need to impress people that we don't like. We work jobs that we hate to buy crap that we don't need just to impress people that we do not like. The
Well,
things that we own end up owning us. It's true. But
Oh, that's very
you can't really get over what's in the box. He even said in an interview that people will come up to him on the streets and be like, "Hey, what's in the box?"
Do they bring a box?
He didn't
Just
go-
in case they see
He
him.
didn't go that far into it, but
Hey, if you saw Brad Pitt on your block and he was just walking around, you'd know that he lived around there somewhere. You could probably pull that off. You know how people always see Adam Sandler
yeah,
around New York?
yeah,
Because he just lives around there somewhere.
yeah, he does.
He just hangs out downtown. He's wearing
His whole life.
sweatpants and, isn't he?
Shorts
Flip-flops and stuff.
and a sweatshirt generally. Gotta love that man. Don't you?
What's in there?
Dropping my colored pencils. All right, well, it's a short one. We don't have much to talk about.
Short one's 26 minutes.
Our vlog about nothing is becoming really about nothing. I guess it always has been
I don't even remember what we talked about.
about nothing.
That's why I don't remember.
So
it never even lit up my mind.
if I remember, I'll put that clip of George.
You'll remember. I'll remind you.
George's version of "I love you."
I don't want to get any booze.
You'll hear him saying it. All right. I don't know when we'll do another video. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have something interesting.
Yeah.
Probably not though. We don't do
I
interesting.
could always tell a story.
We don't do interesting things. And yes, you can tell a story tomorrow. It could be
Okay.
cool.
I have
A
one.
story you made up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll be waiting for that one tomorrow.
Okay.
Today's 9/24
You're
for
on
2024.
pins and needles.
I can't wait. I am on pins and needles right now.
Peace, love, and understanding.
Bye.
What? No. Do it one time. I meant do it like this. Oh, yeah, that's a good boy. That's what I wanted. Good boy, Georgie. Give me your I love you. I love you. Oh, that's a good boy. I love you too, little George.